We're here. We're back for the draft. Let me go grab my drink for a second. Um, we're a couple of picks. We're in round. We got pick 199 coming up, so we're going to be good for the next 59 picks or so. So the next 60 players. These are all Rico knows kind of players, guys that I'm heavily interested in, guys that most people don't know. But I'm excited for a lot of these picks coming up. A.T. Perry just went off the board to the Saints. Get Jake Haener a weapon. That's important, right? So finally, he's not the best available, as they say. But we're going to see who is the best available coming up. I don't know what Mel Kiper thinks or Todd McShay. I know what I think when I see certain players. On the clock right now is the Baltimore Ravens, pick 199 in the sixth round. I haven't even checked to see who they've been drafting. I've spent the last couple of hours watching my daughter play AAU basketball. So I got to catch up in my own mind and figure out what's going on. Pardon me 1 second. I hate to put the camera down. Hate to do this to you guys, but I got to go fix my hair. Yeah, I said it.
What if you partner with iData Link, acting as a hybrid cloud solution to collect data across multiple systems globally, then analyze all that data with Watson?
Okay, but this needs to be our
Security standard?
There we go. And instead of playing in a poker tournament at this very moment, I'm going to hang out with you guys and talk about the draft, because this is, a once in a year thing for me. This is probably the most exciting time of the year. Oh, they tell me Lepecki's still not drafted. Wright's still on the table. Oh, look at all the Georgia fans. Where are all the Georgia fans telling me that McIntosh was going to be drafted really early? Crickets, bro. Crickets. If McIntosh was the best running back in your room, and he's definitely a 6th or 7th round draft pick, don't tell me you have 4 pro running backs on your team. They're taking your running backs in the 6th and 7th round. These are not professional running backs. Shout out to Georgia. Just letting them know. Hey, if you guys want to say anything, I will be able to read the chat. So apologize. I'll try to read your question out loud, because if they're watching this on the live stream or the replay, they won't know what the chat said at the time. So cannot read quietly. I'll read out loud whenever you guys say something. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining. I am pretty excited. Not excited for commercials during the draft. That's something else. But we're here, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, Georgia running backs not getting drafted. That's a norm. You know that they've had 11 running backs drafted in the last 20 years. I want to get it right. I think I counted 11. So it's one every 2 years or so. What do I think of Elijah Higgins? Elijah Higgins, they have him listed as a wide receiver. He's a tight end out of Stanford. Never really stuck out on film to me. When I watched him, nothing was remarkable. I just looked at him and thought, hey, that's a guy who graduated college. Like, I think he should be selling insurance. I don't know. Maybe somebody thinks he's a professional, and that's fine. But not me. I'm not big on Elijah Higgins. I'm being serious. Hate to say negative things about people. I think he's a college graduate. I think he's a good young man. Oh, Parker Washington. He got drafted by the Jaguars at 185. Let me tell you guys, Parker Washington has amazing hands. Really good hands. He makes catches other receivers don't make. So shout out to him. Booty finally got off the board. Everybody's talking all this smack. Rico, why isn't Booty in your top 10? Well, maybe because he was taken 187th in the draft at wide receiver. Maybe he's like the 17th wide receiver taken. Why isn't Booty in your top 10? Because he's slower than molasses and dial-up. Okay? He's slower than dial-up. He's slower than your grandfather in the left lane on the damn highway. That's how slow Booty is. Oh, my God, Trey Palmer went 191. Shout out to the Buccaneers. Getting a beast of a player, a weapon. Trey Palmer pops on tape. Good for them. Scott Matlock, Boise State. Defensive tackle in the Mountain West. And I'm telling you, wasn't special to me. Not to me. Jose Ramirez went. Okay. We got a Mexican in the league. 196, Jose Ramirez going down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, Jarek Reed, safety, New Mexico. Let me tell you guys about Jarek Reed. Jarek Reed, he's one of those guys they're going to tell you he's quick and not fast. They're going to tell you Jarek Reed's quick and not fast because he plays football. He's got football speed. But for some reason, his 40 time's like 4.7 something. But he makes tackles. He gets around. So they're going to tell you how quick he is, his acceleration, his 10-yard dash, his all that shit. Whatever. Thoughts on Haener to the Saints. I think he's great. I did call it on Hainer. I did say he was going to the Saints. I don't know if anybody was listening. I don't know if anybody was paying attention. But he'll be replacing Derek Carr before the end of the season. No, I'm playing. You know, they got money in that Carr guy. But I'm excited about his future. You know, my ex-girlfriend, she's a diehard Saints fan. And when she heard that Jake Haener is with the Saints, she lost it. She's like, I'm just going to be cheering for them to put the backup in every day. I'm like, well, him be the backup forever. All right, we're looking at the Baltimore Ravens draft selections. We got Zay Flowers, Trent Simpson, Tavius Robinson, Kai Blue Kelly. Who has the best draft so far? I'm going to tell you who has the best draft so far. I'm sorry, I was reading all these guys real quick. The best draft so far, to me, the team that watches my channel, because every guy that they drafted, I did like an individual video about them, okay? It's the damn Packers, bro. The Packers, their GM, Gus, what's his name? Gus Guskiskin or whatever. The guy who doesn't get along with Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you right now, this man is watching Rico Knows on TikTok. He has to be. The man took every single player I talked about, down to Dontavius Wicks. Like, that man took 2 of the tight ends. He took everybody. They're watching me. They're watching me. Texans are in. All right, Texans picks in. They got Juice at guard. Henry. Oh, they got Toto. All right, who's their pick, though, at 201? Give me a second here. I'm so curious as to who the Texans took. Carl Brooks finally got off the board. Defensive end, Bowling Green. Shout out to him. It's a good pick. Okay, the Chargers just took speed, bro. Darius Davis is the second fastest receiver, second fastest person in this draft. The Chargers just got stupid fast. 2 speedy wide receivers. Thule can really rush the quarterback, and then Dion Henley's a great coverage linebacker. I like their draft, man. I like the Chargers draft. Jarrett Patterson, center Notre Dame. All right, good for you. Boring pick. Boring pick to pick a center, but more power to him. The Texans are going to need him. Put him out there with your rookie quarterback and have him throw to a rookie Tank Dell. It's going to be tough. What do I think about the Steelers draft? I haven't looked to see who they picked. I literally haven't sat down. I'm doing this like I want to be surprised when I finally look at what teams took, because I haven't been paying attention to the picks for the last 48 hours or so, because I've been dealing with my daughter and her AAU basketball games. So I am like going to surprise myself, if that makes sense, when I finally sit down and start doing team grades. So I don't know who they took entirely. I know who they're going to take after the draft, because I talked to a Steelers scout in my DMs, and I know who they value after the draft. They draft, I know that they're going to try to pick up 2 guys that I have listed on my deep sleeper list. Christian Braswell, corner out of Rutgers. I watched him get cooked. I watched Braswell get cooked. More power to him. I mean, of course, you're going to get beat. It's the nature of the position, right? Every corner gets beat. Except for Forbes. Forbes was my number 2 corner for a reason. Everybody's screaming at me, he's too skinny, he's too small. Forbes will never make it. And I was like, really? Then why was he the second corner off the board? Why did I get all the corners right? Except for Clark Phillips III. Of course, nobody liked him because he was short, but I still do. But everybody else was spot on. Somebody actually acknowledged it. Somebody wrote in the comments on one of my videos, he's like, man, this guy, his corners list was spot on. Like, what are you guys talking about? He put Gonzalez third, and the NFL agreed with him. Now, what that guy doesn't understand is I'm not trying to guess their draft rank. What do I think about Sean Clifford? I think he's better than Will Levis. I think Sean Clifford is better than Will Levis. I told the world this. What do I think of Sean Clifford? I said this in January. I said, man, get Sean Clifford before you get Will Levis. I know one of those dudes is a dog. I know one of those guys is going to show up and beat out the other one. I need dudes who show up to practice and show out. Sean Clifford, show up and show out. And teams are paying attention, because while everybody was talking that smack, they went and drafted him. Now, another thing. Somebody told me Aiden O'Connell was a 7th-round pick. Somebody told me, Rico, why do you like Aiden O'Connell so much? Homie's in the 4th round. Why do I like Aiden O'Connell so much? The Raiders took him in the 4th round. They told, he's projected to be a 7th-round pick. I can't believe you like Aiden O'Connell. We're not going to say anything? You're 3 rounds off. We're not going to say nothing? Come on, man. That's absurd. Yes, Sean Clifford got drafted by the Seahawks. They'd rather have Clifford than that Levis dude. I ain't mad at him. Raiders are on the clock. Who's the fastest player in the draft right now? They're taking him. Oh, Packers got him? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You watched O'Connell play Syracuse? That's why I said the Packers watch my channel. Sorsdal? Oh, my goodness. I have Sorsdal on my hidden gems list for a reason. I watched his tape. Trust me, it's hard to find tape on Sorsdal. William and Mary, right? And these guys don't know. People don't know. When you're trying to study certain players and you're trying to find game film on them, you're like, where the hell's this guy been? Hey, shout out to they finally took J.L. Skinner. The Broncos took J.L. Skinner. That's not a great pick. It's not terrible. It's not great. That's okay. Sorry, I don't have my normal setup, guys. I'm just talking like this in my hotel room. I'm on the road right now. Kayshon Boutte. All right, Patterson. Amari Burney. Linebacker, Florida. Yeah, man, I don't know how you do that pick. That's the Raiders for you. That's the Raiders for you. Amari Burney. Oh, that's the Raiders for you. Has Land gone yet? I don't think that Land's been drafted yet. Florida A&M, Land. What about Aubrey Miller? See me a bomb? Bankroll, I don't know what you're saying. William and Mary is a crazy college to play football at, though. Finding tape on him is like trying to find incompletions. My bad. Let me see that again, because it was probably funny. Trying to find tape on him is like trying to find completions from AR-15. Correct. There was only about 9. There was only about 9 clips on Sorsdal. No, I actually discovered him while watching other players from the transfer portal on the opponent's list. Yep, he just stuck out to me. I've done a lot of stumbling on to certain people. Man, I can't believe Zach Evans is still not drafted. Zach Evans is a player, guys. Somebody's going to regret it. Zach Evans is a player. He's way better than Kenny McIntosh. Way better. Did Mims and Cropper Moreno get drafted yet? No, they have not, Jim Vaz. I don't think Mims is going to get drafted, especially with guys like Evans still on the board, especially with McIntosh still on the board. Mims is just a shade below those guys. So I don't think he's going to get drafted at this point. We'll see. Moreno Cropper needs to be drafted. He will be drafted. I mean, we're in the 6th round. We got another round to go. We still got about 55 picks left. You got 55 picks left. And who's going to be Mr. Irrelevant? That's interesting. But 55 picks left. You got plenty of time to get Mims. I mean, not Mims. Jalen Moreno Cropper. We'll see what happens. I'm a big believer in some of those guys on the Fresno State team. But they might have all been products of the system. They might have all just been there because Jake Hayner's a beast. You never know. Jets pick is in. So number 204, Jets. 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 Let's see who they're going to ruin. Outside of Israel Abanikanda goes to the Jets. It's a crowded backfield now. It's going to take starting positions away from people. Who did the Jets pick? If you think you know, you can put it in the chat if you're willing to give it a guess. But I'm telling you right now, Hunter Lepecki. Hunter, get a baller. Get somebody you can do this to. You like Cropper? Yeah, I think there's a chance Caleb Murphy gets drafted. For sure. I think there's a chance. Detroit got Sam Laporta, and they took him early. I had him tight end 6, but I understand. They took him early. What's up, Pot of Coffee? Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for joining the live stream. Hey, if you get a chance, go ahead and hit that like button. I don't care about the subscribe too much. I'm cool with that. But the like button really matters. And trying to get this out there so people can find us. Jarek Bernard Converse. Safety LSU. Yeah. You guys, this is a guy who literally has 4 pass breakups. Literally. This is a guy who I don't even know. How do you show up? He was a starter at Oklahoma State. How do you show up? You transfer to LSU and only get 4 passes deflected. You're out there all season and you only bat down 4 balls? You're not a ball hawk to me, bro. You're not a ball hawk to me. 4 interceptions, more like it. 4 passes down, 4 balls batted down, that's not NFL to me. It's not NFL to me. He is reliable. He's healthy. He's got the best ability, availability. Okay? I don't know. I just don't like guys who don't find the ball. I don't like 4 passes batted down. I promise you guys. I don't like it. Here we go. Best available. That guy Valentine has been best available since the damn day started. Rico, what up, man? Loving this draft as much as me. Well, Devin Cooper, I just started watching the draft for this round, these last 2 rounds. These are Rico knows rounds. This is what I watch. This is what I get excited about. The 6th and 7th round. These are my kind of guys. Small school dudes or guys that people weren't paying attention to. Guys who need an opportunity. But I'm tired of them trying to push all these SEC dudes on me. Trying to tell me Carrington Valentine needs to be drafted from Kentucky. I mean, if I need a corner, I'm going to Division III if I need a corner. There's a guy in Division III worth a damn. I made a video about him just the other day. So, that's how that goes. But let's see this. I don't even worry about when they write team needs. Like, whatever, dude. Team needs players. Team needs people. Christian Braswell, now they're finally going to put him up. I already told you. They got him on TV here. I like him 5'11", 185. I like that he's good and all this other stuff. He's a little short. They didn't want him. But when I tell you, man, I don't get excited about some of these guys' tape. Christian Braswell is one of them. I said, man, I watched them get cooked at Rutgers. But they can say what they want to say. I just can't get excited about it. I'm not sold on it. Want to see some HBCU guys go. I want to see some guys get drafted that are in my deep sleeper list, but I highly doubt it. I think some of my guys that I'm heavy on are going to end up undrafted free agents, and that's okay. Sometimes the NFL gets it wrong too. And at the same time, I was identifying super sleepers, guys who probably were just going to be on the short, like a guy like Robert Farrell. You're loving Izzy to the Jets? Insane backfield now? Yeah, I mean, it's an insane backfield. It's going to be very Dallas Cowboy-esque. Remember with Zeke and Tony Pollard? Same concept. It's just going to look really, really run heavy and have that, what is it, thunder and lightning? Reggie Bush. You know what I mean. Reggie Bush and Lindell White. AR-15 is going to get somebody fired. Yes, he is. If you're undrafted, what are your options? So, Lissandro, if you're undrafted, your options are, first and foremost, a ton of players go undrafted. I want to make that very clear. About 20 of them are going to be instantly signed to undrafted free agent tenders. So they're going to be undrafted free agents. About 20, right off the rip. Right off the rip. These guys are going to get signed. They're going to get contracts. Okay? And sometimes the undrafted free agent contracts, they can be pretty lucrative. You don't even realize it because what they want to do is the quarterbacks sometimes get huge ones because they end up on practice squads and they get paid a ton. Practice squad wages just went up. Pick is in. Texans just took another wide receiver, Xavier Hutchinson. Shout out to them, Iowa State. People kept begging me for videos on that. But so, you become an undrafted free agent. A lot of guys in the 7th round would rather be undrafted free agents than drafted in the 7th round, especially if you have a smart agent. Because when you're drafted in the 7th round, does that team really want you? They really don't. They just take you because you're their 7th selection. Like, they just had that many picks. And now you're up, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll take this guy, we'll take this guy. Where if you are an undrafted free agent, you can choose the team you want to go to. And it's really important that you get to choose where you want to go. And what you want to do is do not go to the team with the easiest position group. Like if you're a wide receiver, do not go to a team that needs wide receivers. Don't do that. If you're an undrafted free agent, do the exact opposite. Go to a team loaded at wide receiver. Go to a team with star all-pro wide receivers. Go to a team you can't possibly make. Go. And this is why I'm saying this. And I've watched this. And I've studied this for the last 20 years. And it's a phenomenon because I've studied the transactions of the NFL for at least 25 years. I used to be a sports writer for a newspaper. I used to actually do this for a living. I used to put the information in the newspaper as an agate clerk, an agate text clerk. And what I want to tell you guys is I would study transactions. And here's what I noticed. Those teams with really established stars at skill positions or at any position, at your position, those players sit out the preseason games. Those players don't play preseason. Therefore, they give the undrafted free agents more reps. So when you go to a team and they already got 3 great wide receivers, none of those guys are going to want to play in the preseason. That's awesome. Now it's your turn to play. But if you go to a terrible team and you're fighting for a roster spot, those guys are all fighting like dogs to make that 53. They're all there, and you don't know who the 6 wide receivers they're keeping. But if you go to a great team, you know they're not keeping you, and that's fine. But you get a hell of a lot of tape. A ton of tape. You get so much tape in the preseason because you actually got to see the field because all the superstars are taking a break, and you get to see the field, and out of nowhere, you start getting signed. Oh my God, Iosivas just got drafted. My deep sleeper, one of my deep sleepers out of Princeton. I told you guys, Andre Iosivas. Who just drafted him? Jacksonville? I missed it. Who picked him? But what I'm trying to tell you guys is this is how you make an NFL team. You go to an established skill group. You go to an established position, and you get more playing time in the preseason. And then once you get more playing time in the preseason, hey, somebody's going to sign you to their practice squad. Somebody's going to sign you off of your current team's practice squad to the active roster. And remember, practice squad salaries went through the roof. Thank you to the CBA. It's agreed to for the next 10 years. They're not going to redo this for 10 years. Practice squad's over $200,000 now. You make over $200,000, you make the practice squad. 18 weeks of work, including the offseason, blah, blah, blah. But we're talking about 18 paychecks. $200,000? Practice squad? Get activated one game. Get activated one game. Shoots up to $450. Now prorate it, but still, it doubles your salary at that point. Just get activated once. And if you're on a practice squad, if any other team can sign you, if you're on a practice squad for the Bengals, any team in the league can sign you to their team, but they must sign you to their active roster. They can't sign you to their practice squad. If they're taking you from another team's practice squad, they got to sign you to the active roster. You know that I've seen some crazy contracts? I study contracts, sport track. You got to go, if you're a quarterback and you're on the practice squad, I've seen quarterbacks making $500,000, $450,000 on the practice squad because they pay them extra just to keep them there in town, just to keep them on the team. It's incredible. Third string quarterback, not on the active roster, but they're paying them more than all the other practice squad players. So it happens. But yeah, that's what I would do. Sorry, let me get back to the chat here. I've been ignoring it. Dude just came in, just started spamming stuff. Let's see what we got here. Legit question. Do you think the Eagles taking a bunch of Georgia players is kind of corny and lazy? Fernando, I think it's a publicity stunt. I don't think that it's successful or conducive to winning. You're taking all the best players from one school. That one school couldn't beat a single NFL team. So what are you doing? You're telling me that was the best corner at this time? They just traded for DeAndre Swift. What are we doing? We're just having a big reunion and a big party? I just don't see it. It's pathetic to me. But it's gonna write well. They're gonna call them the Philadelphia Bulldogs. It's gonna be great for newspapers, and that'll sell a ton of support. Detroit taking Hooker was a good one. Still not a fan of the first-round running back. No shit. First-round running back at 12. It's a terrible decision. Could have got him later. They took Hendon Hooker. You think they're going to have a quarterback controversy? Somebody said that. Hendon Hooker. You think he can beat out Goff? I think they're the same age. Somebody do that. Somebody fact check me there. Are Hendon Hooker and Jared Goff the same age? Somebody fact check me. Let me know. I'm loving Izzy to the Jets. Insane backfield. We talked about it. If you're undrafted, what are your options? Become a free agent. Oh, by the way, once you try out for the NFL and you don't make the practice squad and you don't make the cut, now your options are XFL and USFL. And what I'll tell you is this: if you looked at the USFL draft, they drafted a lot of guys that they are hoping don't make practice squads. It's really remarkable what they did. The USFL's draft, like Lindsey Scott Jr. was the very first pick in the draft. They're saying, hey, if you don't make it, we would love to have your rights and you play for us. Now, I think the Steelers are going to sign him as an undrafted free agent. Mark my words. Slash 2.0. I think the Steelers are going to sign him as an undrafted free agent. And I think it's relevant because he was drafted by the Pittsburgh Maulers in the USFL. So he'll still be in town. He can just go from here to here. That's how I feel about Lindsey Scott Jr. But we'll see if anybody drafts him. I don't want to be wrong and somebody come back and be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Connect to the dot 17 videos is next, brother. So I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about that dude. You're talking about his channel. Never mind. Ain't got nothing to do with me. What teams are you loving their drafts, Rico? What teams are you hating? So I haven't had a chance to study teams' entire assessment of what they've done for this draft. I haven't had a chance to sit down and look at everybody. I can tell you knee-jerk reaction right now. I love what the Patriots did to some extent. I really like what the Packers did. They literally watched every one of my videos. Their GM, Guts the Gunks, is watching the channel. Whatever his name is. He is watching the channel because he has made every decision in reference to what I do and how I'm doing it. So I'm really big on them. I'm not as big on the Eagles as everybody else is. I don't get excited because you took a Georgia player. Doesn't mean anything to me. If you ever look back at those USC teams winning it all, did you want all those players on the same team? Would that mean success? I don't think so. I feel the same way for Georgia. I don't think you put a bunch of college teammates together on the same team. I need somebody who knows what the hell we're doing. But Eagles are a great organization, and, you know, they do what they do. Kim said, yes, I am. Sorry, I'm trying to catch back up. Sean Clifford. Yep. And sorry, guys, I'm still reading. Bear with me. There's picks being made. So, Brees and Izzy, if used correctly, help Rodgers in so many ways. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing for you guys there. All right, Stetson Bennett. So the Rams draft Stetson Bennett. Oh, DeMario Douglas just went off the board to the Patriots. What'd I just tell you guys? The Patriots are watching the channel, bro. The Patriots took Marty Mappel, and now they take DeMario Douglas. Another small wide receiver out of Liberty that I made a video on. These guys are highlighting my players. I watched DeMario Douglas play in high school. Remember his high school quarterback? Carson Beck, the current Georgia Bulldogs quarterback. But anyways, DeMario Douglas, whoo, they watching my channel, bro. Shout out to the Patriots. I like that whole organization watching my stuff. Marty is JUCO status. Are you talking about Marty Mappel? You're out of control. Andre Isilvas is gone to the Bengals. Great pick. Another one of my guys gone to the Patriots. My sleepers are going, y'all. This is awesome. All right, let me go back. I was in the middle of talking. Man, they're taking all these kickers. Who's drafting kickers, bro? The Bengals just took Isilvas. Okay. Stetson Bennett. Rams take Bennett. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep my train of thought here. Rams take Bennett, and I'm telling you, we got a Wagner linebacker. Sorry. He's straight out of the neck, bro. All right, Titus Leo, Wagner linebacker. Wow. I know that's he's not even on the TV. I'm just letting you know. You go out and take Wagner, bro. It is what it is. So yeah, Bennett getting drafted by the Rams. Hey, he's mobile. He's mobile. He can do something, I guess. More power to him. I think you're right about Mims. I think he's going to route of Ronnie Rivers from last year. I thought Mims was faster in the 40. 4.6 seems fast enough. You know, when I saw Mims on tape, not overly fast. Fast enough, but not overly fast. Doesn't look like he has breakaway speed. Sorry, the Cowboys are on the clock. The pick is in. I'm assuming it's somebody from TCU. See what happens. See what the Cowboys do with this pick. Oh, I don't think it's even close. I take Hayner over Bennett any day. Let's see who the Cowboys take at 212. Pick 212. Cowboys are taking somebody. Who's it going to be, brother? Me or your mama? What do we got? Key departures. Zeke Elliott, Dalton Schultz. Do they need a tight end? If they need a tight end, they took Zach Kuntz. They took a 6'8 tight end. Let's see if they took him. Did they take Kuntz? He's a transfer. Penn State? Yeah, Penn State to ODU. Old Dominion. It says their needs are running back, wide receiver, defensive tackle, and kicker. If they need a running back, Dwayne McBride is right there. And he's a horse. He does fumble, but he can move the chains. Hold on, guys. I'll get back to the chat right now. I just got to see this selection. Now we're going to talk about Demario Douglas. He can cut on a dime, y'all. I told you guys this. Zach Kuntz, man. Zach Kuntz, Zach Evans. Zach Kuntz, Zach Evans. I think they like Zach Evans. He used to be at TCU. They love. Oh, by the way, the Cowboys had so many TCU players in their facility for a visit, showing them the stadium, the locker room, all this stuff. Give me Zach Evans. Give me Zach Evans. I just remembered he's available. Yeah, Demario Douglas is real. Hold on, y'all. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed the Cowboys are watching the channel. Fingers crossed you hope Aubrey Miller gets drafted. Me too. I really do. I want Land and Aubrey Miller. I want two HBCUs getting drafted. Both linebackers. Come on. Cowboys pick is in. Are we doing some creative announcement for this pick? Like, why not just put it on the screen, bro? Do we got to go to some place in the world? On a deserted island, we have Tom Cruise. Oh, wait, it was Tom Hanks. Here we go. Cowboys pick is in. Selection is... I like Titus Leo. That's cool. Maybe it's Swin. Titus Swin from Wyoming. Aubrey Miller, James Houston reunion. Who is the next Colt Beasley? Deuce Vaughn! The Cowboys got Deuce Vaughn. Holy smokes, y'all. The Cowboys got Deuce Vaughn, K-State. Yo! Go get a jersey. Go get a jersey. Go get a jersey. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Deuce Vaughn is a Cowboy? Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo. Hey, go get a jersey. Ooh. I promise you, my comments are going to blow up. My comments are going to blow up. Deuce is loose. Oh, my God. I don't even know what number he's going to wear. Oh. Hold on, I got to listen to what they're saying. Oh, Deuce Vaughn's father's a scout for the Cowboys? I should have known that. That's my fault. Rico knows. I know better. I should have known that. Hey, we got 23 of you in here right now. I need half of you to hit the like button. Just give me a like and we can keep it rocking. I appreciate you. All you got to do is hit that little arrow up, little thumb up. Deuce Vaughn? Hey, his dad's crying. His dad's crying in the bottom corner. Oh, that's nice. They're in the draft room and dad is crying. Dude, I'm crying. Rick, are you going to buy a hooker? No. but I'm gonna go. Let me try to think. Who would I get? I want a Saints Jake Hayner jersey. That's real. I want a Jake Hayner jersey for the Saints for sure. Man, Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones pays that man's salary, and just said, "I'm gonna make your son a millionaire." Well, 100,000 Bro, do you know how strong Deuce Vaughn is? Like he's a little Mighty Mouse. You get me one, Kim? We can't wear matching jerseys, girl. Kim says she'll get me a jersey. We can't wear matching jerseys. You guys, Deuce is loose. Shout out to Deuce Vaughn, man. That's incredible. What a hell of a pick. They needed a running back, and it didn't. I wanted Zach Evans. I would have been excited about Zach Evans. The fact that we got Mini-Me is incredible. They might go on a run of running backs right now. They're going to go on a run of running backs right now. Who needs another running back? The Cardinals do? They just said they're tearing up watching it. Man. Cardinals, get a running back. Take Zach Evans. Stop playing. Deuce Vaughn, they say he's 5'5". Do I support a team? Lissandro, I cover 133 FBS teams. Are you talking about an NFL team? I'm impartial. I just cover everybody. I'm a fan of players and coaches. Not a fan of colors and logos. Not a fan of colors and logos. I think it's ridiculous. Who do the Cardinals take? Zach Evans. Zach Evans. Hey, when they listen to me and they finally take him, I'm going to be like, I called it. I called it. What'd I tell you guys? I called it. Man, you ain't never seen somebody so excited about a 6th-round draft pick but me. 6th round? How do you get a player like Deuce Vaughn in the 6th round? That's a 3rd-round talent right there. Dante Stills, defensive tackle, West Virginia. Yeah, he's a big body. He's sexy. Hey, he's sexy. Yeah, Dante Stills, I see that. I'm a little behind, pot of coffee. I'm a little behind. You trying to beat the punch? You trying to beat me to it? You trying to beat me to it? It's a beast. All conference. That's a beast. 2-time all conference. Nice. He called his own son? This man called his own son? Said, hey, yo, son, we're drafting you. These guys listen to me, son. I cheated on the grade. A lot of guys don't get drafted. A lot of good players don't get drafted, Fernando. It happens. Team needs are essential. Relationships are essential. You don't think other running backs wanted to go to the Cowboys? But they're going to take some dude's son because he works for them. He was filling in the report. He's like, well, this guy has a 99 on speed and awareness. I'm going to go ahead and give him a 99 on potential. I'm going to give him a 99 on job security, a 99 on intellect. His character, I spoke to a lot of his elementary school teachers, and they said he's a hell of a kid. Reaching back, talking to some of his neighbors, and everybody said he would stand up for the kids who were getting picked on. I really like this guy. I think I'm going to give him 99 on character and personality. Thanks, Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, what's up, son? You think they're going to draft me? Yeah, son, I got it. I spiked the test. I got the cheat code. Here's the rubric. Get out of here, bro. Can't be out there scouting your own son. It's bananas. That's B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This shit is bananas. All right, Patriots, pick is in. Pick is in. Bumper Pool has not been drafted yet. He's one of my favorite linebackers. Him and Carlton are out there, man. Him and Carlton are my guys. So I hope you guys like Carlton as well. These are the best 2 tackling linebackers in the country. They have like over 500 career tackles, both of them. Are you kidding me? That's Dat Win status. They're like Dat Win. Give me some linebackers. Patriots, give me something, bruh. Give me something. Someone's going to take Starling Thomas. Someone's going to take him. I'm ready for the next pick. Will Izzy be a good running back number 2 this year? No, I think he's going to be a great running back number 1. I think Izzy's the starter. I think Izzy will be the great running back number 1. Izzy's a beast. Remember that. What did you like about Broderick Martin? You know, when I'm looking at linemen, I literally look for if they understand the concepts of blocking, like as a team, as a player. Do they understand how to stop twists and stunts? A lot of guys bite for that fake, and he doesn't. Over Brees Hall, yeah, that's what I said. Over Brees Hall. Now I'm crazy. Now I'm wrong. I already had this guy the number 1 running back in the draft, and now I'm wrong for thinking he's going to beat out Brees Hall. I watched Brees Hall put up yards at Iowa State. I watched him. You guys watched him in the NFL for the first time. I watched him for 3 years. I know exactly what I'm dealing with. I know what I'm talking about. You guys don't know these guys. They drafted Izzy because they said, man, our running back didn't get it done. We need a new guy. Another pick, the 41st pick of the draft? Holy smokes. Who's trading? I said another pick. I meant another draft or another trade. And the 41st trade of the draft. Man, what is wrong with me? I said pick. I'm tripping, yo. Who? The Rams are on the clock. Mel's best 5. Same dudes, bro. They keep showing me Mel's top 5 guys available. It's the same dudes every time. Every team is drafting anyone not on that list. Pick is sinful. Do you agree on replacing Swift with Gibbs? Not necessarily. I think it's a very marginal. I think it's lateral, if anything. Packers have so many picks, it's crazy. Yeah, and they're doing exactly what I'm telling everybody to do with them. They're listening to me. The Packers are doing everything I ever said. I can't believe. Oh, Amir Speed just came off the board? Okay, Amir Speed, corner. He's all right. Michigan State. He's all right. Not a sexy pick. Man. It's crazy. I told you, Dante Stills. He's supposed to do it all, but he's a little light in the ass, bro. I don't care. He can't play 3. Stop it. I can't. Wait till you guys see Devontae Maxwell. If he gets drafted. Devontae Maxwell coming out of Tennessee, Chattanooga. That's the guy you should be looking for. That's my guy. Talking about Thomas Incoom. Transfer from the FCS to Central Michigan. Hold up. Here we go. Rams pick is in. Rams are picking Stenson Bennett's brother. Who are they picking? Rams are picking Coors Light. Question. Would you take a job with an NFL team? Yeah, I would. Sure, why not? Zach Evans off the board. Went to the Rams. What'd I tell you guys? Zach Evans off the board. Went to the Rams. Hey, I like the Cardinals draft picks, but not as much as you think. I like B.J. Ojulari a lot, but they took Paris Johnson way too early. That was a reach. They even traded up to get him. And then they took Garrett Williams, Mr. I'm burnt toast. You guys haven't seen Garrett Williams play corner. Garrett Williams is a burnt toast corner at all times. I see him. He got embarrassed by Charlie Jones from Purdue. And then you have Kytrell Clark, corner out of Louisville. Okay, he's good. But Dante Stills never did much as a defensive tackle. I don't care what anybody says. He's a big body, but he wasn't what you're looking for. He's not 310, 320 like those big defensive linemen. He's a little light compared to them. He's like 280, 290. I don't want to exaggerate. Amir Speed is a big corner, bro. It's all body. But he's like Keely Ringo to me. He's like Keely Ringo to me. Yep. That's why they're showing you highlights of him at Georgia. He don't make no difference. Come on. He had one pass breakup. Texans were too eager. They've been bad for a while. You can't blame them. So, I could blame them. I don't care how long they've been bad. I'm going to hold you accountable for your decisions that you made. Period. I could blame him. D Winters off the board, bruh. A lot of people asking about him. Linebacker, TCU. D Winters is not bad. It's a good player. 49ers know how to get some linebackers. That's first team all conference, Big 12. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to the 49ers. They've been drafting some Big 12 and Pac-10 guys, Pac-12 guys. Sorry. We've got chat and text messages going. I apologize. People are blowing me up. Did Aubrey get drafted yet? Jimmy, Aubrey did not get drafted yet. Aubrey Miller has not been drafted yet. Not that I've seen. Not that I've seen. Rico, are you just going to buy a Hooker jersey? Man, what other jersey should I buy? Thoughts on Miles Jones from Duke? Thank you for reminding me, Baraka's dad. Stay on it, brother. I want you to remind me because when I finally get home to make a video, I'm going to make it. Can't make it from the road, but the video I want to make. But I appreciate you asking. I really do. I wasn't being sarcastic when I was like, yeah, man, just keep spamming me with this. Nope. All right, bro. The Bengals just took a damn punter, bro. The Bengals just drafted a punter. Brad Robbins from Michigan. Yo. Somebody tell me the Bengals don't need anything else. They're using draft picks on punters. They don't need anything else. Is that what we're saying? Any team drafting a punter or a kicker, are you telling me we don't need anyone else? There's not another talented player out there? They love their Michigan guys. Who drafted that Moody? Who drafted the Moody kicker in the 3rd round? Who was it that drafted Moody in the 3rd round? Somebody drafted a kicker in the 3rd round, bro. Somebody tell me who did it. They took Chase Brown earlier. Good pick. I'm not big on Chase Brown. I'm sure somebody else likes Chase Brown. I don't. I don't think, and he's not a bad player. I just think it's I think it's a lot to ask. I think a lot of players from Illinois were coached into the right scheme, and they look a different way. They look good. That's the only way I can say it. They look good. But I'm sorry, I'm watching the next pick. I was just thinking, who took Tyreek Stevenson, the corner from Miami? Transfer. He was at, I think, Georgia. Transferred to Miami, and everybody talks about him. Bro, I look at his 40. I look at his cone time and his drill time. The man is slow. I watch him on tape, and I'm like, he's got no recovery speed. He's got good size, but no recovery speed. And somebody drafted him early. Believe in the hype. Here we go. Sorry, I'm waiting for this pick. These guys just sitting there. Yeah, I like this guy. It says the Bears need a running back. Who do they get? Come on, buddy. Titus Swin. Titus Swin is who I'm hoping needs to get drafted late. Come on, baby. Are we in the round 7? Are we in 7th round? No, we're not in 7th round. 7th round's got to start at what number pick? We're not in the 7th round. Selection in. Who is it? Come on, baby. Let's find out. Oh, we are now? We're in the 7th round? Okay, I'm going to cut this live. Travis Bell, Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State! Nice. Shout out to Georgia. So I'm going to cut this live. I'm going to start up another one for the 7th round. All right, y'all? Peace.